My husband joked in front of friends that I baby-trapped him. After 10 years together and 3 kids. So I clapped back. Now he's sulking and I'm wondering, did I go too far? This story dives into love, loyalty, and the fine line between jokes and jabs. I never imagined I'd be here, asking strangers if I went too far in defending myself from a cruel joke.
Let me set the scene first.
I'm 25. My husband's the same age. We've been together since we were teenagers. We're married, have 3 kids, a lovely home, and 2 adorable fur babies. Most days, our life feels like a dream we built together. But last week, something shifted. We were out with a couple of newer friends, not super close, but we hang out with them enough to consider them in our circle. We had dinner, wine, laughter, the kind of night that should have been remembered fondly. Until he said it, right in the middle of the conversation, laughing along with everyone, he threw it in casually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she baby-trapped me. Silence. I felt the word slap me across the face. Our friends paused, exchanged looks. My face must have shown the shock, because I could feel my smile melt right off. And him? He grinned like he thought it was just the funniest thing. But here's the thing. We've been together since we were 15. Our first child was a surprise, yes. I was on long-term birth control, the implant in my arm. I had to get it removed after we found out I was pregnant. There was never any sneaky plan. No hidden agenda. Just life doing what it does best. Throwing curveballs. And that night, that cruel, baseless joke came out of nowhere. So I snapped. I turned to him, keeping my voice calm but firm. Maybe a little too sharp. Oh, really? I baby-trapped you? For what? Your money? Because we were broke. Or was it your house? Oh, wait. We lived on my parents' property. Or your car. You didn't even have a license back then. He didn't answer. Didn't even try to laugh it off. Just sat there while our friends looked even more uncomfortable. Someone changed the subject. We moved on. But the mood was cracked, and the night never really recovered. Since then, he's been cold. He gives me one-word answers. Won't initiate conversation. Won't look at me properly. At first, I thought he was embarrassed. Ashamed. But no. He's mad.
At me.
And that's when I started to question myself. Was I too harsh? Did I overreact? Should I have just pulled him aside after and talked privately? But then again, he said something that questioned the foundation of our family.
Publicly.
To people who don't even know our full history. Is it too much to snap when someone makes your 10 years of love and sacrifice into a punchline? Let me paint a fuller picture. When we found out I was pregnant at 19, I was terrified. Not because I didn't want to be a mother, but because of how it would change our lives. We were broke. He didn't have a license. No stable income. We were living in a house my parents owned and let us use. I had to adjust everything.
School.
Career plans. Friendships. But I did it. We did it. We stuck together. Built a life. Got married. Bought a home with my deposit. Had 2 more kids. Made memories. I never once threw that in his face. Never once made him feel like a burden. And I know he doesn't believe I baby-trapped him. So why say it? Drunk words are sober thoughts, they say. But what if it was just a dumb joke? Even so, some jokes land like betrayal. Maybe he was trying to bond with the guys. Maybe he thought it was obviously a joke and didn't expect it to be taken seriously. That joke cuts deep. It makes me feel like all the sacrifices I made were just strategy. New friends might now see me as someone who traps men. Or worse, see our marriage as something dysfunctional. I apologized later for embarrassing him. Told him I reacted harshly, but I was blindsided. He finally admitted it was a stupid joke. He clarified with our friends that it wasn't real, that he didn't mean it. But the silent treatment, the sulking, that lingered. And maybe that's what hurts the most. You hurt me publicly, but you're mad at me for defending myself? We did eventually talk it through. And it turns out he'd been feeling a little lost lately. Like maybe he didn't earn our life. Like maybe I carried too much of the early weight. I reminded him we built this together. Maybe I had the blueprint early on, but he showed up every day since. As a dad, as a husband, we cried a bit, laughed a bit, held each other. But still, that moment left a crack. One I think we both know is that there is now.
So here I am.
Weeks later, still asking, was I wrong to throw his past in his face after he threw shade at mine? For retaliating in public? He says he's moved on. But sometimes I catch a look on his face. One that says he didn't expect me to fight back so hard. But maybe he needed to see that I would. That jokes have consequences. Love is built on trust. And trust cracks when you use someone's story as entertainment. I hope he never doubts our story again. And I hope I never have to remind him, in front of others, of who held him up when we both had nothing. But I will, if I must. So I leave it to you. Am I wrong for publicly clapping back at my husband after his cruel joke? Drop your judgment below. If you've ever had your loyalty questioned by someone who should know you best, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who gets it. Until next time, choose empathy, speak your truth, and never mistake loyalty for silence.